welcome to this psychedelic and protest-fueled episode. It's been a tough couple of weeks and I thought I'd just live and breathe with stuff for a while before I set myself to work. The things to shout about this week. I took part in the first ever Long Division Festival's LDTV last weekend. The resources have been uploaded to the Long Division YouTube channel and I recommend that you check it out. Well educational, I swear. I'm also working on a little something live performance-wise that I'll reveal in the coming weeks. Psyched to tell you about that. Each week I bring you 3 new awesome tunes to your ears. Yes, Zenner Zones, the lot of them. I'll also be chatting to the awesome Eliza Shaddad about Pure Shores and more, her video skills, her latest EP Sep-Dec and so much more. Let's jump right into Zenner Zones. Team Picture are a lead 6-piece. Their intelligent, buzz-fueled, melodic alt pop is the perfect side of melancholy that you need in your life these strange, isolated pandemic times. Team Picture with Handsome Machine, taken off the menace of mechanical music. They'll be doing a full album playback this Friday at the Brudenell Social Distancing Club. The second track this week has a bit of a swirling beach fossils and dye vibe to it. It's from Leeds outfit Koyo, back, oh yes, this is Out of Control. So good, it's Koyo. You said it is up for pre-order right about now. Finally, the protest anthem and full-on energy of the Elephant Trees with Survival just seemed to resonate with me over the last few weeks.
Survival of the fittest, but what does it mean? I don't run, but I run through my mind. Probably worse off than I seen, but enough to make it out alive. Alright, if it wasn't for the meds, I'd have tried it to end my life.
The Elephant Trees with Survival. Tom Robinson at BBC 6 Music likes it too and gave it a spin recently on his show. I've added more additions to my Spotify playlist, which is called Zenner's Zingers. Look me up on @Shell Zenner and I'll post the links to everything I've mentioned on this episode in the description below. Yes, make sure you check it. Remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to click subscribe. It's time for this week's feature interview. Yes, you want to go behind the scenes with Eliza Shaddad, don't you?
Hi, Shell. I'm great, thanks.
I mean, the latest track that you dropped, I've got to say, amazing cover of Pure Shores. Talk us through it.
It was actually quite a funny way to record something. I recorded that. I was on tour earlier this year with Keen, and we were in Czech Republic, and I got this. Someone asked me if I would do a cover for this International Women's Day celebration. I decided I wanted to do that song because I just thought it would be really fun to cover, and I had to record it in a hotel room on like a Zoom field recorder and then just self-produce it basically, and then I sent it to Mr. BJ Jackson that I work with quite a lot on production and was like, just make it sound like it could go into the world. He made it sound even better.
Earlier on this year you dropped an absolutely stunning EP. Tell us about your latest EP.
The latest EP is called Sep-Dec, and it's kind of continuation from my previous EPs. And it's got 3 songs on it, and it ranges from quite heavy to really like chilled grunge, and then kind of into a slightly poppier, moodier place. And they're all very, very heartfelt songs, as always. They were made in real isolation, and I've really enjoyed making them, actually.
I mean, you've produced your own music before, haven't you? But you've obviously been working with other people in the last couple of years, haven't you? Who did you work with on the EP?
The EP I worked with Mr. BJ Jackson. The stuff before that I'd been working with Chris Bond. Both of those were recorded either in Devon or in Cornwall. So I'm definitely setting up like Southwest musical roots. Yeah, it's kind of been a mixture of me working, like getting better at home producing basically, and so coming to the table with a lot more stuff that I want to keep from what I've made at home, but always the kind of polishing and refining and getting a real like big live studio sound that I always need help with.
I can well imagine it can be a little bit overwhelming. I mean, you're surrounded by equipment right now. I can see keys, at least 4 guitars, or is that a bass? possibly a bass at the
Bass
end.
and fruit, yeah.
Just kind of
It's like there are others just like strewn around the house. I have this weird, I mean, nice but slightly annoying habit of buying guitars in charity shops. I see them all the time, and I always think this is the best sounding guitar I ever saw. And I think it's because there are no others to compare it to in the room. I get it home and I'm like, oh, I mean, it's nice, but I mean, I've got some real bargains that way.
Are you seriously into your tech and your kit, or are you like, I can just get by with very little?
I like it. I really like investigating different bits of tech. I just got a new computer and my mind is blown after 10 years of like struggling on with the same one, which was amazing, but all of the I spend a lot of time researching all the best stuff.
You're still doing a lot of those things, creative things around the music then yourself, or are you working with other people?
I think really for this EP, I kind of brought it all back home. I felt like I just needed a bit of time. Like a lot of stuff changed for me in terms of my, relationships and setup within the industry, because I really withdrew. And so I really wanted to make everything myself, and made like a video for Same As You, and did some really weird edits for that. Actually, that was fun, kind of tech messing around with. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. And a lot of the sort of visuals for the EP were just clips that I'd taken down by the sea. I've enjoyed it.
So talking about future, the last album was out in 2018, so there must be rumblings of new music for the new.
There are indeed. Yeah.
What can you tell me?
I am working on it. I've been working on it all day. I'm working on it as we speak. It's pretty much written. I keep adding things. I had hoped to have recorded it by now, but with everything so up in the air at the moment, I'm kind of looking at different ways to do that. But new music, before the end of the year, 100%, and plenty of it.
And what can you tell us about it? Is there anything that you can reveal?
I could say that so far it seems to be quite depressing, but in a really genuine way. I think that it is. I'm really happy with it, as dark as it is. So yeah, I think it will be quite relatable too.
How important is it to have relatable content?
Yeah, I guess that's what connects you through music, right?
You're so well travelled in your background. Your parents seem exceptionally intelligent, very smart people, and in some very high-ranking positions as well. Do you think that's like moulded you as an artist?
I think I definitely learned. I learned so much from them, and I learned so much about different cultures and different languages from them. I think my mum has spoken 8 languages in her time. Not at the same time, but she's learned 8 to like a fluent standard, I think. Yeah, my dad's an astrophysicist. They're both very hardworking. They want to see their kids do the best they can. So music has been an interesting choice.
How have they dealt with that? What do they think of your journey so far?
Well, my mum's actually been pretty supportive from the off, and she a few years ago, started sort of returning to poetry, which she used to do when she was at school. She's just about to finish an MA actually now, so she's definitely been really supportive. My dad took a lot longer to come round, but you know what, I think he's finally come round.
You're so well renowned for your live shows. How are you dealing with stuff at the minute?
I am really looking forward to doing more, and I guess I'm keeping myself sane by doing a weekly live stream on Fridays at 7 p.m. and that, weirdly, it does. The first time I'd never done a live stream before, and the first time I did one, I got really nervous beforehand, and when I finished it, I was like, I had almost the exact same feeling as when you come off stage, except still there was no like unloading. There was nothing.
No packing down,
nothing. No like driving everyone around London to drop them off, nothing. Just okay, well, open a beer and have a sit down. So that was really fun, and I've kept them up. They're on Instagram. 7 p.m. every Friday. I've got guests sometimes it's just me, and it's been really nice actually to play through my whole back catalogue. A lot of the songs that I don't get to do when we play live, because I always want to do the really high octane energy ones with a band. So this has been a really like chilled version, and yeah, it's been fun.
How can we find out more information about what you've got coming up, when your gigs are going to be rescheduled and stuff like that?
You could just go to elizashaddad.com, and that'll lead you to wherever you prefer to get your information from. I'd say Instagram is probably the safest.